Hello. Yes. Yeah. Thank. This is another video. So this video is about we are going to see about switch case. Yes, switch case we are using in many places. This slide is completely about switch cases, and we are using switch cases for different of functions and the requirements pre-request we are getting from my users. So this is how we are when we are doing a when we are performing a executing a programs. There's some set of blocks codes, and we have to set up our algorithms and structures, organizing all the data. So switch cases plays a major role in this all. So yeah, with before we are getting into the much theory, let's we go get into the simple. Yes. So everything we like a simple way to learn everything, so I too be like that same. So we just get into the next slides and avoid the theories and get into the real time problems. Yeah. Now we are seeing, friends, this is a syntax for this. Okay, switch case, this is how will be switch cases look like. You if you want to use, you have to be use this like in C program or Java, Python, on C sharp or any languages. You switch cases be like that. Okay, so switch is a first switch is a keyword that inside an integer expression is a condition. So yeah, not a condition, there is a place is which number, which case should that action, which case should that we have to execute the block of statements. There is like we can have a n number of cases. Okay, inside our switch we have some certainties there, but we can use that cases, which case we have to perform. So each cases, first cases is having a difference of block statements that inside. So there is all something is all defined by a it's all defined by users. So what is that the desired outputs they needed? If we want that case one is then case one, what are the statements that inside that will perform. If you want case 2, that case 2 will perform. Case 2, we don't know what that program inside. When we are doing a program, when we are doing checking a programs, debugging a program, it will be easy to understood. So this is a first. So switch is a keyword inside the integer expression. We are giving the numbers or something to let know the compiler which case uh, should have a should have to execute the block statements. Okay, so each case statement, when we finish the break statement, is we are using because that we let know the compiler, if that let know the compiler this is something is enough. The case one is if it's enough, then break, because break when we given, it will be get out of that switch. Otherwise it will be like when you are performing case one, that compiler flow is will go to the next. So it never get ends until that switch case is defined. So that I'm saying, it will be keep repeating all that functions. Okay, I mean all the block statements will be executed. So we have to know where that break statement is required. But basically we are using case 1, case 2, case 3, all are difference of what that difference of block statement. So we should use that break. If we need, we can use. So yeah, this is all theories. Yeah, so I already told this all, so we get into the next. Yeah, friends, this is the one basic. So this is a program we can easily understood. um, so in this program we can learn why I am saying break is important. So break is why we I don't say it's a break is important. I'm not saying break is important. I saying what if break is there, what kind of output will be. If the break is not we are mentioned inside a program, what will be the output like look like. Okay, so this is a program that we are doing. So main function is that starts, so integer we are using declaring I is equal to 2. So I is 2. So inside then after a switch syntax, um, switch function. Okay, so switch I that place we are already declared I is 2. So 2, when you are using 2, is it will go to, it will get into the case 2. Case 1 we are declared I'm in a class, I'm in class 1, I'm in class 2, I'm in class 3, case 3, case 2. So when you are declaring case 2, so it will get into the case 2. So because I is we are declared as 2. so it get into I'm in class 2, so it will print case 2 inside. What are the block statement we having? I'm in class 2, so that will printed. Then after what? Case 3, because why we are getting to the case 3? We are not used a break statement. If we use that break statement inside that cases, it will never get into the next of the case. Instead of, it will be get out of that loop, get out of that switch case. Okay, so it will print I'm in a class. Next it will execute the case 3 because there is no break statement. I'm in class 3, and then after default is like I'm just saying, if we given a something as a number. Okay, something we are declared the cases, that user given any number. Okay, if user given the number is not appropriate to that all the cases, so if we take it as an instance to think, so there is no appropriate cases is not available in, so that time we simply get into that default. Okay, so defaultly we have some statement, so like enter that correct number, enter the appropriate select the appropriate number, that we can give a something notification to that user, so that this notification to let them know that they are entered that value is inappropriate in this function. So this is what. So then that default also executed. So default, I'm said there is a default is it's not appropriate function, appropriate number or something keyword something is the user given, it will be raised. Okay, so that is, so I mean default. So here everyone is clear. I know this is a simple program, but I explained it a lot of time, using a lot of time to you all. So but first, if you understood that the concept is much better, then it's easy to take all the times. Okay, next second time, third time when we are doing, it's like a tuck tuck tuck. Okay, it will get in the fraction of seconds, we will finish to them. So yeah, next to the slide. Yeah, break is they are mentioned. So break is used to terminate the switch statements to prevent that entry of in other cases. So yeah, so this is a place that we are using a break. So what is the difference? Let's we see. So I is same to we are declaring switch I. So here declared a break in all the cases. So here the meaning is that that control is not entered to the other cases. Instead, it will execute that case, and then it will be left out. It will left out the control because we are declared a break. Yes. So switch I is equal to 2, I is come to the inside, switch I is I inside, so I is means I is we declared as 2, so case 2 will declare I am in class 2, that will only print and it will get back. Okay, because we are using break statement. Yes, get into the next slide. Yeah, this is a one more program, so let me finish soon. Okay, so 10 slides left. Int role is equal to 3, inside switch we are declared a role is 3 will be get into that case 3, so that flow control will get into the case 3. So case 3 it will be keep checking a case. We int is compiler is don't know which is 3 which is 4. Instead they just go into the each case. Okay, the flow will go on like that, because we are human, we are thinking, we can simply say yeah, case 3 is that is the case 3, but computers don't know. Computer know only zeros and 1. There is the only basic that is a computer, everything is customized. So it will be check case 1 is 0, case 2 is 0, case 3 when you are checking, yes, role is 3, case 3 is 3. Okay, then the case 3 will execute it, I am John, that will print, and then break statement is declared, break statement is there on case 3, so it will be get out of that switch case statement. Yeah, let's get to the. So yeah, I'm said it. So they are simply explaining what happens in by theory. So we don't need a theory. Instead, we just get out program to find. So yeah, we are not only as a cases we have to use numbers. We can use this like a characters also. So yeah, it's like a one more example here we having. So char is a data type, ch is like a variable, so that we are declaring character data types is a one byte. It will be take to store that memory. So enter any character that we are doing. Scanf, we are getting a input from a user, so we are using scanf statement, and then switch inside a ch, the variable that we are declaring. So what that value user is given, that case will be going to perform. Even if that given value is not an appropriate one, then it will be show a default case. So that one is also keep performing all the cases, then only it does know, okay, there is a value is not there on any cases. So it will, so let me get into Riser. default. So we are given any, so it will be like if you given a ch as a, it will print that character is a vowel a, e, I, o, u. If you given this 5, it will show as a it's a vowel, otherwise it will show it's not a vowel. So it will be shows as a, it's not a vowel, like so I hope that is now clear. So better we get understanding after sometimes. Yeah, this one is, let's we check it out. Switch ch, we whatever that value we are typed on that ch, it will be shows as a, you are printing we are here printing as a all a, e, I, o, u. We know that vowels is a, e, I, o, u. Whatever the sounds, whatever the names that we are taken in this world, all the names I'm saying, all that human beings names are taken, there's all the names are must involved with the word is vowels. Okay, vowels rather than other words, other remaining 21 words are called as consonants. Okay, so we are checking that given word is a vowel or consonant. Okay, so that is what here we are checking. So whatever that input that we are given, that case will perform and it will print is a character is given as a vowel, or otherwise it's not a vowel, it's a consonant. That is the next one more function. So one more switch case statements. So here we are doing, if a statement doesn't belong to any case of the compiler, won't report an error. However, the statement would never get executed. For example, in the following program, the print never goes to work. I mean, I just read that what is there on this. So if you are giving a case 1, it will be get into that case 1 before that will print welcome to switch, and then it will execute that case 1 statement. Case 1 is executing, then break, it will get it to the get out of that. There is nothing they are saying. Yeah, if I give a printf statement inside a case, that don't shows a compiler error. I'm very sure that will never show any errors. Instead of that will execute that printf and that appropriate case also. So yeah, there is one. So we don't need to give a exact number only in case inside. Instead we can give any arithmetic operations or number operations or logical operations, even that's also following. Okay, I minus j into k. So if we know precedence, then it's easy for it to evaluate this all, but we don't need to know the precedence. Instead the compiler know the precedence. If you know how to give a input, then it's easy. Next slide. Yeah, a plus b is incorrect. Instead this case is, yeah, some limitations they are given, so let me get into that later. Disadvantage of using so I just saying whatever we are learning, there is we know about the advantages before we should know about the disadvantages. Okay, so if we using switch cases, if float expressions cannot be tested using a switch, yes, this is one of the best disadvantage, because we are all the given values is a rounded values, integers. That time we are given as a float, there is nothing, cases will not be used, but otherwise we can use absolute values. Okay, advantages, we know there is like a easy to perform all the tasks and all the functions, that appropriate cases if we define, it's easy for us to do. So yeah, this is a slide all and everything is done by a person is called Mr. Aman Kumar. So big thanking to Aman Kumar, thanks for this slide. So I just used for your slide to explain something. Yeah, in this all that entire programs we learned about what is switch. Okay, so I hope there is switches defined. Switches we said about everything. So syntax to using in a character and performing using a numbers, so on that advantages and disadvantages also we seen. So even though viewing everything in a presentation, it's okay, but we have to practice more in pen and paper, then only it's easy for us to learn easily. Okay, thank you for that, for all the valuable and presence of time, friends. Okay, thank you so much, friends, for your time to listen my grammatical error English words, and I done many grammatic mistakes, I know. Okay, thank you so much for this, and let me know if I have to change something, if I want to improve something. So whatever your feedback or suggestions about me, about this slide presentation, anything you can share in comments. I will reach out your mind by checking your comments. Okay, thank you so much for this time. Thank you.